Hi, hope all of you are well and hope all of you are staying safe at home and continue doing so. So for today's lesson, we are going to look at a speaking lesson, and it is from the Full Blocks textbook, page 34. Okay, page 34, where we are going to look at a speaking task comparing, no, not page 34, it is on page 42. Okay, page 42, where we are going to compare two places, okay, a shopping center and also an open air market. So we are going to look at some phrases that we can use to compare these two places, and also how we can go about the ideas given here. Alright, okay, in this task, I'm just going to share with you some ideas on how to go about this task. So after watching this video, you can work on your own, developing your own ideas and your own sentences, and try practice speaking. Alright, shall we get started? Textbook, let us look at the task. So this is the task that you're supposed to do with a pair. Okay, you are supposed to compare the two pictures below, discussing the similarities and differences between them. Talk about the ideas given using words, phrases in the box. Now, you are given two pictures, shopping center, and another picture is on an open air market. And the ideas that you are supposed to use to discuss the similarities and differences are, you are supposed to discuss about the location, weather, variety of things or products that you can find there, the quality of things or the quality of the place, the prices, compare the prices and the service that you can get in both these places, at both these places. Okay, some phrases that you can use to in your discussion are given in the box, such as inconvenient or convenient for shoppers, practical, a wide variety of, then a lack of variety, stall, street vendor, handmade goods, fashionable products, and stuff. Now, before we do the similarities and differences, or before we look at, before we compare them, let us look at these pictures individually. Now, first we are looking at the shopping center. Now, think of things that you can do and what are the things that can be found in a shopping center. Now, I'm going to give you some general sentences about shopping centers that I have been, so probably you can use them to describe later. Okay, let us see here. The first thing is, we can see a modern shopping center in a picture. Okay, it is quite a modern one. Next, shopping centers are generally big and located in big buildings. Okay, this is another general idea about a shopping center. And the next one is, they are usually air conditioned. Okay, so normally shopping centers are air conditioned for the convenience of the shoppers. Okay, this is another sentence that you can think of. Now let us think another idea. Shopping centers are mostly found in the cities. Yes, that's true. And another one is, located at places where it is convenient for shoppers. Convenient for shoppers means it's easily accessible and available for shoppers in terms of parking, transportation, and public transportation, and these are the things that we look for when we are going for shopping, right? The next one is, shopping centers usually sell branded products. Yeah, you can find a lot of branded products in a shopping center. And things are usually more expensive or pricey. Okay, taking into consideration the rental that the shops have to pay, so the things are usually more expensive. And clothes sold here are also beautiful. And we can say classy, depends on the kind of clothes that you choose. We can also say you can't bargain here. Okay, the price is fixed, and you have to pay exactly what it has been offered on the price tag. You cannot bargain for a cheaper price. Okay, and the last one is, things are dirt cheap during sale period. Yes, you don't get to bargain, but if you can wait till sale, you can actually find things very cheap. Okay, so these are some general ideas about a shopping center. Before we look at the similarities or compare to an open air market, it's important for us to look at what are the qualities of things, or what are the things that we can find in a shopping center, what are the good things that is available in a shopping center before we compare to an open air market. Now, let us look at the open air market. Okay, let's not compare yet. Let's not compare yet. Now, think of an open air market. I'm sure all of you have been to an open air market before. So, let us think what are the things that we can do, or what are the things that can be found, or let us think about an environment of an open air market. Okay, you can pause this video and think of some, jot some down, and then you can look at the answer. Okay, let me give you some examples of things that happens in an open air market. Okay, so this is an open air market. It consists a lot of stalls owned by street vendors. Okay, there are a lot of stalls there. They are mostly outdoors. Okay, it's not a okay. They are mostly outdoors. Okay, as you can see in the picture. Now, if the weather is bad, shoppers may not want to shop as it will be inconvenient to do outdoor shopping on a rainy day. So this is one disadvantage of an open air market because they are outdoor. So it's a little bit inconvenient if the weather does not permit. And the next one, the open air markets are normally situated in crowded areas and can be very difficult to shop. Yes, it's crowded and it will be in a very small place and difficult to walk, especially when it is very crowded. Open air markets normally sell fresh fruits and vegetables. Yeah, you can find fruits and vegetables. You may also find handmade goods and traditional condiments. And the price is very reasonable, and at an open air market you can bargain for a cheaper deal too. And it always depends on the shop vendor whether they want to give you for a cheaper price. But taking into consideration that there are a lot of competition, you may get a cheaper bargain. Okay, now let us put the ideas together. We have seen both shopping mall and also an open air market. Now, taking into the things that we have seen between the two markets, now let us see the similarities and differences. Now, this is the very first one. In the first picture, we can see a modern shopping center, whereas in the second picture, we can see a traditional open market. Next one. Shopping centers are usually very big and consist of lots of shops which are found indoors. However, open air markets consist of stalls owned by street vendors which are found outdoors. This means in bad weather conditions, it will be difficult for the shop at an open air market. But whether it rains or shines, shopping centers will always be convenient. Now, if you see, I have given you the ideas in yellow, okay? The hints whether it's a comparison or is it giving a similarity. So for the first one, whereas, okay, the second one, however, it's a comparison. And the third one is also a comparison, but. Alright, let us look at the next one. Regarding the locations, shopping centers can be found everywhere in cities, and they are easily accessible for shoppers, while open air markets can be located somewhere in the city center where it can be quite troublesome. Okay, now, so we have looked at 4 ideas. I have more ideas. Let us see. On the bright side, both shopping center and open air market offer a wide variety of goods for shoppers to choose from. Okay, so this is a similarity. Okay, what both places can offer the shoppers. Okay, next. While shopping center offers classy, expensive and branded items, we can find fresh fruits, vegetables and handmade goods at reasonable prices at an open air market. Okay, this is a slight comparison. And if you see, I'm giving here a more complex sentence by putting the word while in the beginning. Okay? And it all depends on your tone when you speak to make this to make the meaning come true. So make sure you use the right tone when you speak using these phrases. Things at the shopping center tend to be more expensive and the prices are fixed. But at an open air market, you can bargain to get things at cheaper rate. Okay, next one. As for the quality of products, you can find good quality and bad quality goods in both open air markets and shopping centers. Okay, so this is a similarity. Okay, it says that quality wise, both open air markets and shopping centers, they have good and bad quality goods. Okay, that we have done the speaking task. Okay, so I hope after this you can work on your own, develop your own speaking task, and develop your own ideas and discuss with a friend, or you can practice on your own, record it, listen it, and if you need feedback, you can send it to your teacher and then get some feedback from him or her. Alright, I think that's all. Until I see you again in my next lesson. Bye and stay safe.